Hello, welcome to Death Battle Cast. The beginning of that Soul Outsider song always reminds me of the Ninja Turtles arcade.
Yeah, it really does.
It's got that
Heck
same
yeah.
sound. I mean, it was
Yeah,
meant
yeah.
to, right? It's that era.
Yep.
That's what I always think of. Hey, welcome to Death Battle Cast. I'm Ben, joined by Chad, Liam, and Sam. And today we are discussing the battle of the red and the blue, the bold and the fucking stupid. It's up to you to decide which is which, or maybe both. We're going to be talking about Sarge versus Soldier, red versus blue versus Team Fortress 2.
Oh.
That rhymes.
Oh,
That's
rhymed.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's the whole reason why people
That's
watch
yeah,
that,
the
because it just
entire
happens,
reason we
right?
did it. Yep.
Yep. Nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah. So very excited to jump into this one. I hope all the Americans watching, or United States Americans watching, had a fun 4th of July. USA, I guess.
We lost
Liam
last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Belgium.
Yeah. Poor timing,
painfully.
but at least we got through the 4th before we decided to, just throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, they scored in like a minute and a half or something, right? Like the first one, it was something crazy.
They were
Anyway.
pissed about
Yeah.
Trump's call. They were out for blood.
C-Spa dinner, what the frig is a kilometer? I know, right? Yeah, there we go. That is the red hot blooded
about to
American we
learn.
need in chat right now. Who cares about kilometers?
The red hot blood American, is that what you said?
Red hot.
It's the distance that Belgium kicked our asses last night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we lost, because we didn't know how far it actually went.
I'm all for the kilometer. It's just Celsius that's fucking stupid.
Get out
I
of here,
can't
you
get behind
Celsius
it.
is European.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah. All right. So, if this is your first time joining Death Metal Cast, hey, we are going to not just complain about America's stuff for the whole hour, although I guess we could. But no, this is going to be a discussion between who would win in a death battle between Sarge from RVB and the Soldier from TF2. And the idea will be Ben will be representing Sarge. I'm not going to do Sarge's voice. I'm terrible at it. Maybe Chad can step in for me a
I
little
don't
bit.
know if I could, because I think I'd go into
Is it just going to
Boomstick
default into the
every
Boomstick
time.
voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then William is going to be representing Soldier from TF2. And it's our job to convince everybody here, Chad, Sam, and you all watching this live right now, that our character should win in a death battle. And at the end of the show, there will be a live poll to vote on who should win. We do Death Battle Cast live every Tuesday at noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So thank you all for joining us for the live show. And we also have a bunch of super chats coming in, so we'll get to those as well.
Yeah. Night Ghost gifted out their membership like they always do. Thank you, Night Ghost. Michael says, all right, so before we start, let me just say, even though Red Soldier is the most iconic, would this battle need the Blue Soldier for this fight to even happen? That is a good question. And I feel like kind of. Right?
Yeah,
like
Sarge would look at him. If he's just wearing red,
blue,
he's like,
right?
we're brothers, right? Is what he would think. But if it's Blue Soldier, then he'd be like, dirty blue, and immediately start shooting him or whatever, right? If the other Reds are not there to restrain Sarge, like, he will eventually go back into his like blues must die mindset. It's just so coded in his brain, right?
Yeah, maybe it starts as a Blue Soldier, but then like there's a costume change throughout or whatever. But I feel like
the
it
Blue
would.
Soldier at the beginning, and then Red Soldier comes in.
Exactly. And then Kino
And then
says,
you
I'm
kill
British,
Skull.
instructions unclear, fork and blender. That was to the kilometer. Oh my god, y'all just bombed a bunch of super chats. Cody said this better remain unbiased, considering one of the combatants is Boomstick's dad. Well,
Boomstick's dad.
Boomstick hates his dad.
So
Oh yeah, right. Soldier is Boomstick's dad.
yes, definitely.
I remember when we confirmed that.
Ten Tails just did $100 super chat.
Blank.
It just says
Love it.
blank.
Thank you, Ten Tails.
Thank you, Ten Tails.
Wrote out blank. Didn't leave it blank. Wrote out blank.
Yep. Right.
Okay. Yeah. There's a
save
ton
the
of super
rest.
chats coming. We'll get to more later. But let's get into this. I do also want to mention we have recently been announced to be going to Dragon Con this
I'm so
September.
stoked.
massive convention in Atlanta, Georgia. That takes place between September 3rd and 7th. And we're going to be there. It's going to be super fun. We've never been to Dragon Con. We're excited to go there for the first time. It's going to be great.
I have heard so many good things from my friends that attend, and also just like it's just apparently an absolute blast. And so that was on our list. I was like, I really want to go to Dragon Con this year. And so yeah, we reached out, made it happen. So looking forward to it. Come on out, say hi. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we're excited. All right, let's get into this. Sarge versus Soldier. Liam, you want to give us the rundown, the skinny on who the
Yeah.
Soldier is?
So the Soldier is an insane psychopath mass murderer who desperately wanted to fight in World War II because he wanted to kill Nazis. A
Fair.
virtuous pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But because he was so insane, the American army turned him down. So he just went
Okay.
to Germany and Poland and started killing Nazis of his own accord and actually kept fighting until 1949, which is when he found out that the war had been over for 4 years. So he's like our hero Onoda, who is the Japanese soldier that was like the
Yeah.
meme that's like been fighting for 30 years. Yeah. And because he loved killing so much, he became a mercenary. And started working for the, what do they call the man corporate, whatever, red and blue, the red team and the blue team. And started killing to his heart's content in an endless war, and has battled mercenaries. He's battled the original Team Fortress Classic mercenaries. He's fought an army of robot warriors that are designed to be better than him and his team, and he's always succeeded. He is, in fact, not capable of dying, which I found out 5 minutes before this shit started.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna have some challenges for that.
It's gonna be. He's crazy. The Soldier is fucking crazy.
So, wait, he never joined the military.
No, he did.
So he's
he
not a
committed war
soldier.
crimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot of war crimes that he's
He,
hefting around.
he is a war criminal.
I don't know if we call
yeah.
killing Nazis a war crime in any way. I think if you kill Nazis,
I mean, technically, killing past a war for the sake of the war.
if
is
it's
gonna be
Nazis, I don't care.
criminal,
You
but-
could kill one today. I'll
That's-
high five
that's
you
the
for it.
infinite
That's
loophole,
War
legit.
right?
crime is not,
Yeah.
despite
But
the moral connotation.
my
it
point
is more of a
is-
legal. Yeah,
He's misnamed. He's not a soldier. He's just a fucking
he's
assassin.
a psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an assassin, really.
He's a
Yeah, he just has a rocket
Mass
launcher,
murderer.
which is not a traditional assassin.
incredible.
but
okay.
One
Oh,
would
but
think,
he
if-
considers himself a soldier, so you know it's
Yes. He is a
self-identified
he
soldier.
loves he
Or
loves
is soldier
Sun
just
Tzu.
like his Christian name?
Oh yeah.
No,
is his name just
so
soldier?
we don't know his actual
but it's
name,
not
but he
Soldier.
goes by Jane Doe.
Lit.
And I was informed that that's not his name, but then he did name his children.
He's
Like
fucking.
their last names are Doe. There's like
Okay.
Georgia Washington Doe, and then General Patton Doe. Yeah, so I guess Doe.
So,
I guess his name.
I
is
mean,
Jane
if
Doe.
you're undercover for all of World War II and 4 years beyond,
Yeah.
well, like a decade basically, you know, he's got a fake name, and maybe
Yeah.
he just got so undercover and so like ingrained in that he doesn't even remember what his previous name was.
Yeah,
So
Does he even need a
can't-
name?
He is Jane Doe
his name is Death.
for all intents and purposes. His name is.
He doesn't
Death.
need he's like Conquest, right? Like he doesn't
Yeah,
need
yeah,
a
yeah.
name. He has a purpose. He has a verb.
Well, speaking of someone who
soldiers on.
doesn't have a name, neither does Sarge, or at least that's what he would have you believe. His name is Sarge. You address him as Sarge. Specifically Super Colonel Sarge. That is his full rank and name, as far as anybody is aware. Sarge is the leader of the Red Team in Blood Gulch. Before this, he was a part of the UNSC. For those who aren't very familiar with Red versus Blue, like the concept of Red versus Blue is that it does technically take place within the universe of Halo, but it's like this side thing that happened while the UNSC was like fighting the Covenant. They also were like, hey, what if we just throw a bunch of like stupid idiots in a canyon and have them fight? We'll see what happens. So that was also happening. But they also gave them all the tech and gear that the fucking Spartans have. So Sarge is wearing the Mjolnir armor. He is carrying the same shotgun that Master Chief will carry and will one shot elites with. And he leads the extremely competent red team of Griff, Simmons, and Donut and Lopez. Sarge's main thing is that he is dedicated to defeating the enemy no matter what. And for the longest time, he was convinced that the enemy was the blue team. Those blue armored soldiers on the other end of the box canyon, because god damn it, he will take this box canyon from the blues no matter what, even if he has to die for it. The dude has been through hell and back as the adventures of the Reds and Blues has gone from fighting within a box canyon to fighting intergalactic civil wars to fighting literal like gods of creation and things,
and fighting AI.
And fighting off
The good
AI.
fight.
That's the main villain of Red vs. Blue is AI, actually.
Strangely, very relevant.
But AI that is supposed to make things better, and it doesn't. Gee.
Wow.
Main claim to fame, of course, is his shotgun. He's always carrying that everywhere he goes. But the dude is not just a very skilled soldier. He's got years and years, over a decade of military experience. He was an ODST soldier, orbital drop soldier. But he's also like a really skilled mechanic for some reason. He can like build cars, robots, incredibly powerful bombs. For some reason, he's just able to do this. He never really explains why. He can just do it. And he has taken so many hits over the years and outsmarted and defeated some of the deadliest soldiers in the galaxy. So the dude is actually really tough, really strong, surprisingly clever, despite the fact that the main reason why he was selected to lead Red Team is because when they were auditioning people to become the leader of Red Team, he just accidentally killed everybody else who was auditioning. So he's all that was left. So that's Sarge in a nutshell. And also, if you're not a red-blooded American, or in his mind, a red-blooded Red, then fuck you. You deserve to die.
Pretty much.
Well, thankfully, he's fighting another Red who's just as manly and just as American. Can I jump in, or do you want to talk about something?
Yeah,
Can I
go for it?
This is what I'm learning.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So well, obviously we'll get into weapons and stuff in a little bit, but I just want to talk about like the soldiers, like just he's a fucking mass of meat, and he is strong as fuck. Okay. Sam, I sent you an image while we were talking. But I'll start with, I'm going to ask for 3. They're in a sequence. Soldier 1, and then 4, and then 6. If you could prep those. So Soldier 1, the soldier is strong enough that he was able to. I mentioned that they fought the Team Fortress Classic team and defeated them. He is strong enough to punch the Team Fortress Classic spy so hard that he snaps his neck.
His neck does like to do a reverse. Oh
yeah,
it does a reverse. Well, and that's very impressive, but it's, whatever. Soldier 4, Sam. He's also strong enough to wrestle a grizzly bear nude and snap its neck.
Oh, hold on.
Why is he covered in honey?
Yes.
To attract the
See
bear?
Naked Tales of Valor issues 1 through 37, Scout's Worst Double Dates, issue 14, for more explanation on the honey thing.
Don't worry, Scout. I'm nude and covered in honey again. Is what it says. Okay.
But he can also utilize his powers of neck snapping for good. Soldier 6, Sam.
Yeah, I gotta pull this one in.
It is actually a healing technique. If you are injured, he can snap your neck back into place and heal you perfectly, even though this guy's neck was horribly fucked up before.
It's against everything he stands for, but it's so stupid.
But they're on the same side.
Yeah.
You also mentioned the why is he naked and covered in honey thing. Well, this is recurring. If you bring up Soldier 2, Sam,
I believe I can.
he and his soon-to-be wife, Zana, were fighting an army of robots. These robots are designed after the original Team Fortress 2 mercenaries. And they were designed to be superior to the mercenaries in every single way, and yet the soldier is able to rip apart entire army of them completely in the nude. Now, I thought that that was impressive enough until I actually read the panel and saw him say, "See, what did I tell you? I've done this a million times." And I went, okay, classic exaggeration. But I noticed a little asterisk there. And I went down and saw, "See, full frontal bravery issues 1 through 1 million."
All
All new Tales of Valor issues 1 through 145. Naked Soldier and Clothed Scout Adventures, issue number 1. So he has, in fact, fought in over 1 million battles nude. That's not including the battles he's fought clothed. He has. I don't know how experienced Sarge is, but I know for a fact that motherfucker has not fought in 1 million battles completely nude.
I mean, I think that's a safe bet for most combatants.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think so
Exactly.
too.
Why is he covered in honey, though?
Well, you'll have
I
to
think he's done this
see-
a million
Slippery.
times.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't make those soldiers a million times, so who knows what he's actually been fighting a million times. For all we know,
Uh-huh.
he's been like
Ghosts.
fighting off bugs, right? Like
His
issue
own
number
mind.
He does
302
ghosts.
is like, there's so many flies that are attracted to me because I'm wearing honey. I gotta kill all the flies, right? It could be simple.
Okay. Sure.
Also, can you produce these million copies to
Can you-
prove that they exist?
To prove
Can
that they
you
exist,
show
they're
me?
listed right there. Sorry, no,
Yeah, I mean, if I look up issue number 10,506, will I be able to find any information on it?
I don't know if they exist in our world, but they certainly exist in their world.
Ben, are you going for the birth certificate argument right now?
He's going for the Sam win
Obama,
on this
oh
one.
I mean, I'm just wondering like where this narration actually comes from. Like if it's a narrator that is specifically joking, or if it's trying
I
to
mean,
be
the answer
serious.
is it's written to be funny, but it's
Well,
written in
right.
universe as a thing.
Sorry,
That's
I mean
happening.
in universe as a joke, right? Where the narrator's like, haha, this fucking
Oh.
idiot. Yeah, see these issues that exist. Wink. That kind of thing.
No,
That's
because
okay.
they did that in the other one too. They also had the other narration, and it is made clear that like they do go on these weird, bizarre adventure tangents that are like referenced but did actually happen. I will get to one of those later.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think they're supposed to be real.
Cody says,
Okay.
Sarge says, "Sir, please put your clothes back on." Yeah, I mean, what I've learned now is if
Jangwin
you
does
do
have a point.
soldier-
1 million battles and he still hasn't won. Must not be very good at his job then.
War never ends.
I guess that's true. I guess that's fair. And he is the soldier. He's always going to be a part of it. What were you saying, Chad?
Oh, that I've learned that if we do soldier in death battle, we're going to have a moment where he's naked and covered in honey.
Yes. Yeah.
Like that
For
has
no
to
reason.
happen. Like
At some point, Sarge
We're
builds a
building an
bomb that blows up
entirely
all
new
of his
rig.
clothes, slams him into a wall, and there's just a bucket of honey over it.
that's what I'm
Drops
saying.
on it.
It's got to be this moment where they're like, they've had this like standoff, but then like, yeah, look over. There's just this vat of honey, right? And and the
I
soldier
doubt
just
this
kind of looks
exists.
at it.
Wait, there's got to be a costume. Right? Is there a costume for soldier in TF2 that's like?
Oh, I
no,
hope
because
so.
it's just hats. You don't get costumes. Yeah, I'm sure there's like a bucket. A
Would
honey bucket
we
hat or something
would
like
we
that. But,
try
like,
and have
that model
the-
doesn't exist, so we would have to make it.
Would we try and have the honey be so solid and viscous it worked as like a censoring diaper, or would we try and like motion
Yeah,
track a
like
text box in front of it? Well, it's just like
It
I
like
think both.
okay.
traps Sarge, like Sarge hits him and he like tries to pull his fist away and he's like, "You're mine now, soldier," because he's like stuck to the honey. He's like he can't wrench his way free, and then he snaps his neck.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's a costume for soldier in TF2 that is just the honey. I feel like there's got to be, but I don't know. Frosty Knight says there has to be a mod for that. Yeah, probably.
I have a couple other feats I can talk about if we're in the riffing between important information.
Well,
phase,
I
do
mean,
have a
I'll
little
just
bit more information.
throw out there that like Sarge has not been in literally a million battles, but he has fought against I think maybe the core of that argument, well, it was stemming from the idea that like he's fought like people who are superior to him or designed to be superior to him and is able to like take care of them without problem. Um, Sarge and just the Reds and Blues in general are introduced in the early seasons of Red versus Blue as just incompetent idiots. And yet they keep surviving crazy scenarios. Very early on, Sarge gets shot in the head by a sniper rifle and like his body goes down. But he doesn't die. He is able to come back through CPR, which is not how that works. So the only explanation that I think makes sense is he just came back on his own. He survived getting shot in the head, and was just fine. He was just kind of knocked unconscious for a little while. And this is with a sniper rifle that is designed to pierce like Mjolnir armor, right? Which is what he's wearing. And I think it's important to keep in mind that like anything Master Chief could survive through armor alone, Sarge could also survive, like, you know, dropping from orbit because he's wearing the Mjolnir armor.
Right.
But he's also like battled against the forces of evil and stuff like Project Freelancer, and went up against people who by all rights should be way better than he is, way stronger, way smarter than he is. Kind of the big twist of Red versus Blue is that the first 5 seasons are just, haha, how funny is this? This is ridiculous. Oh, turns out it was all a simulation, not like a computer simulation, but like they are sim troopers. They were selected to be test subjects in this like really bizarre experiment where they would like create scenarios with 2 armies, convince them that they are enemies, and then throw the actual soldier, the freelancer, into the mix to like test the freelancer in these like weird and wacky situations. And these freelancers were supposed to be like the best of the best, the most skilled fighters in the UNSC. They were basically training these freelancers to be effectively like special ops and assassins in the Covenant War. That was the idea. Like the stuff Master Chief was doing in the world of Red versus Blue, the freelancers were supposed to be doing that. But then the freelancer program went way off the rails because they started duplicating AIs and doing all this stuff where they were like turning these super soldiers into like way too super soldiers to the point where they all started turning on each other and killing each other and betraying the government, things like that. So these are some of the best soldiers. And Sarge has had to deal with a number of them and outsmarted and defeated multiples. He's also been face to face with another group of Reds and Blues who are actually competent people. They are just as insane as the Reds and Blues. They go by the Blues and Reds. But like their caboose is named Loco, and he like invented a time machine, basically, right? So like they are basically the Reds and Blues, but like competent, still insane, but competent. And they were able to defeat all of them, and Sarge defeating their version of Sarge, essentially. So there have been numerous times when Sarge has went up against people who are technically supposed to be superior to him and winning. Of course, the big one is the meta, the big bad for multiple seasons of Red versus Blue. Sarge was the one who ultimately, I would say, ultimately defeated the meta by coming up with a plan to literally face off with the meta face to face as the meta's just blasting him with a shotgun, hook him with a grappling hook, and throw him off the edge of a cliff. This is after a big long brawl with the meta. Or I guess he's firing the shotgun. So it's like the meta is like the Hulk, basically, Red versus Blue, and he's the one who ultimately defeats him. So both of these characters have lots of experience fighting people who are better, supposed to be better than them, and then either outsmarting them or just overpowering them. But let's get to what you wanted to talk about with some other stuff for Soldier.
Oh yeah. This is all kind of still like general stuff. The Soldier is incredibly tough. He has essentially zero, or like he has essentially like he does not feel pain. If you could bring up Soldier 3, Sam, he once had his hand chopped off, and exhibited no signs of discomfort whatsoever. He might have been in pain, but he wasn't showing it. He was casually like flopping his hand around and being like, "Oh, this sucks. Gonna get this reattached." No pain whatsoever. He loves being a soldier so much that he was excited to be tortured. And was very like he was like full of joy to be tortured. Because that's what soldiers do. They get tortured. He was very happy about that. You mentioned that like one of the big things about Sarge and the red versus blue team is that they like are incompetent but have succeeded beyond that, and it's the same exact thing for Team Red and Team Blue and Team Fortress 2. That rhymed again. Soldier especially is completely insane and unpredictable in a way that allows him to come out ahead against people that are seemingly more competent, like the Robot Army, like the Team Fortress Classic people. He actually is a genius somehow. He was able to build a functioning rocket launcher like out of complete scrap, like just junk that he found. It's called
So both
the
these guys can do
Beggar's
that. Like, for
Bazooka.
some reason, they can just
Yeah,
build crazy shit out of
Right.
nothing.
exactly.
Interesting.
He has incredible stamina. He was able to run for 1900 hours straight without stopping or sweating or getting tired like whatsoever. He was able to just keep up a run for 1900 hours. He's one of his rocket launchers, the black box, which I'll talk about in a little bit. He's able to like lift and carry his rocket launchers. They're all the same to him. The black box is no different, but that one weighs 1,000 pounds, like literally like half a ton, and he's able to just sort of like carry it and not feel its weight whatsoever. So that's just a couple other general things. He has no soul either.
Of course.
By the way, that's just
Soldier
over,
might be able to
that's just
run for
over
a long time.
79 days
Yeah,
of straight
Soldier,
runs.
Yeah.
Soldier might be able to run for 79 days. Sarge survived for 6 months without any water. Instead, he and the rest of the Reds and Blues drank ketchup, soy sauce, and gravy. That's all they had.
Soy sauce
does have
would
water in it.
dry you out more. Like,
So, I mean, which one's more impressive? Up to you guys. And I did see some people in chat mentioning that, like, but wait a minute, Sarge was killed by the meta. Technically, he was killed by like a new version of the meta that had the energy sword, which can just one shot, Master Chief and whatnot. So a little bit of a different scenario. And that meta was like way stronger than the previous one. But he trained his men to be able to like take down the thing, and he was more so just killed because he happened to be standing in the wrong spot. So it just got stabbed through the door.
He probably got killed because Matt was too busy, to be truthful. That's why I don't know why they made that choice in the writing process, but I would not be surprised if it was because Matt was
Simmons
busy.
like his moment, right?
Yeah.
Like it works really well in the story. But I mean, yeah.
Well, Gilded gifted out 5 memberships, and then one thing I'm interested in is like what kind of tech that they have access to, because I've seen some super chats. So, for example, Gilded was saying Soldier's Cow Mangler has a charge shot that can disable tech for a few seconds. And then
I mean,
Michael's
Sarge built an EMP that he then put on a car that the EMP would work. It would shut down another car and his own Warthog. So
yeah. See, and then Michael says Sarge managed to give his robot a literal weather machine that ran on D batteries. So like, well, it's
Lopez just so he got a kit that was supposed to he was supposed to build a body for the AIs that were in the canyon, right? Church and Tex. That was the reason why he got these kits. But instead he built an entirely separately functioning robot, Lopez, who is by far the strongest and most durable of any of the Reds and Blues. And despite not being part of the kit, he developed a weather machine that could break the concept of weather and create a storm, essentially, and believed that combined with a 10 megaton bomb sent him into the future. And I'll get to the bomb.
Okay.
He did not actually get sent to the future, but for the longest time, he believed he was in the future. Classic RVB is fucking crazy, y'all. It's great. I mean, let me get into some of the bigger things, right?
Sure.
So,
yeah.
Because there's obviously the bomb. We can kind of talk about that. There's a moment in season 3 where one of these robot bodies that so in one, oh, I guess it wasn't Lopez, it was Church that Lopez then possessed. Had the weather machine, right? But then the other one had also not included in the kit. Somehow he made it himself from scrap that was just around the canyon, a 10 megaton bomb. How? I don't know. He just made it and shoved it in this robot. And it could activate if a keyword was said. Then that keyword was accidentally said and it blew up. So he just could do this. He could just make a 10 megaton bomb in a matter of hours, as far as I can tell. And it blew up when Sarge was only like a couple feet away. Sam, if you want to bring up Sarge 1. So actually it's the Church body that has it. It was the text body that had the weather machine. So the Church body, the blue guy at the bottom, that's where the 10 megaton bomb is. This is literally we have this shot where the bomb is activated. All the reds and blues look over at Church. It cuts to Church. He goes, "Son of a bitch," and then it cuts straight to Sam Sarge 2. This. Which is the scene from Halo, of course, of the Halo itself exploding. So they're just standing there when this happens. Now, Sarge and co then wake up in a desert. So previously they were on Sidewinder, which they believe to be like this ice planet. And then because they woke up in a desert, the team decided, we have been blasted so far in the future that global warming has melted the ice caps and turned this entire area into a desert. In reality, what happened was the 10 megaton bomb blasted them into another part of the planet they're on. So not only did Sarge survive a 10 megaton bomb up close, he got blasted through the air many, many miles, landing in a desert. I did kind of look up like what's the like closest distance between like an icy tundra and like a desert, like a sandy desert tundra. And I believe the closest thing I could find was in our world was the difference between West Siberia to the Karakum Desert in Central Asia, which is over 1,500 miles. So Sarge survived a 10 megaton bomb point blank and was launched 1,500 miles ish, landed in a desert, woke up and was like, I'm fine. He just stood up and was fine. Now this seems ridiculous, obviously, right? This is so stupid. How could this be the case? Even with the Mjolnir armor. Well, there are examples of characters in Red versus Blue taking insane amounts of damage and surviving despite not being the comic relief. Sam, can you bring up Sarge 4? This is Demo Man, which is funny. The name, of course. But his name is Demo Man. This is from the Freelancer saga. So he is an insurrectionist, and the Freelancers are sent to basically steal a thing from his people. Demo Man has a problem. He is holding a box that has an odd red light shining directly towards it, or it's actually coming out from it, because it is a targeting beacon. And that beacon is directing a very specific weapon right to him. Sam, bring up Sarge 5. This thing, a massive cannon on a spaceship.
An
and
orbital
it
laser.
fires it fires a Mac, it's a Mac gun, and it fires a massive shell directly at Demo Man. Now, shout out to the G1 blog because they found this. According to the book Halo First Strike, these Mac guns launch 600-ton shells at 30,000 meters per second. Sorry, Americans, it's meters. I don't remember what that is in miles per hour. We'll have to convert that later for the true red-blooded debaters here. But so kind of intense, right? Now, Demo Man is right in this thing's line of sight, right? It's going to hit him. And it does. Sarge 6. Let's bring that up. This is what happens. Demo Man is on the building. The shell hits the thing he is holding, completely destroys the building. Then there's a really cool action sequence by Monty Oum of all the other characters that are on the building, like running down and falling and things like that. It's fucking awesome. But Demo Man was there. He's holding this targeting beacon. The shell hits the beacon he's holding. It should obliterate him, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's bring up Sarge 7. There he is later on in the show.
It just blew off
his arm, but the rest of him is fine.
What?
So this guy's not wearing Mjolnir armor. He does not have the same kind of training as Sarge. He's really just like a rebel who's fighting against the UNSC. He may have military training that we're just not aware of, but he doesn't have the same kind of tech that Sarge has. The fact that he can survive this without Mjolnir armor is
he doesn't have a metal arm. He's some sort of robot man.
Well, no. That got replaced, right? Like, so it blew up his arm, and he replaced it with a metal arm.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's what happened.
They just had to give him a new custom model, right, Ben?
Yeah. So if he could survive this, Sarge has training and way better armor. So, maybe that impressive bomb actually kind of works. And Liam, while you are shaking in your boots, because there's no way of anything for Soldier that could possibly match up to this, I think now's a good time to jump over to our sponsor, which is Hero Forge. Very excited to have Hero Forge sponsoring Death Battle Cast again. Hero Forge is the greatest character creator tool ever made, and that is not hyperbole. Here's the basic pitch. With Hero Forge, you can design your own custom miniatures and dice right in your internet browser, choosing from dozens of fantasy species and thousands of weapons, outfits, and parts. Then you can get the actual physical miniature of the character that you made created. You can either order it by mail or get it 3D printed at home. And you can paint and shade your mini right in the Hero Forge tool itself. So it's all colored before you even ship it to yourself. This means the mini you get in the mail is fully custom made with a custom pose and custom colors, all designed by you. And this is what it can look like. I made a little Wiz mini in Hero Forge. It is awesome. There are so many things you can do with it. It is legitimately, I love the fact that Hero Forge sponsors us, because I've used Hero Forge many times before they started sponsoring us. It is so cool. If you just go to heroforge.com right now, just open up a new tab. Literally the first thing that pops up is the character creator. It's brilliant. I love it so much. And Hero Forge has so many options imaginable, and it's not just fantasy based. There's sci-fi, modern, you name it. And they're constantly expanding the catalog of customizable options, adding new parts every week. And at this point, they've been around for like 7-8 years or something like that. So, and they've been adding new stuff every week. So there's just a ton of stuff you can use with Hero Forge. They also make custom dice, which is awesome. This is I guess they've been doing this for a couple years now. But you can embed anything you want from Hero Forge inside the die. Scale it, rotate it, place it however you want. So if you want like a D20 for your new paladin and want to put like your paladin's like battle axe or something in it, you can do that. And it's freaking cool. And you can get it shipped to you, or you can also 3D print the dice yourself. So use code DBC to get 5% off all orders of physical miniatures, not combinable with other sales or promotions. Visit heroforge.com to start designing your own custom miniature and dice today, and check back often. New content is added every week. Thank you so much, Hero Forge. All right.
Awesome. I see people in the chat talking about how they've been using it for like their D&D sessions. Or Hubert used the creator to make fan art for Sentry versus Superboy Prime because it's such a good character creator tool. That's awesome.
I mean, when I was first like when the pandemic happened and I got like way more into D&D, I was like, I'm coming up with all these characters and stuff, and I need just like art for them. what if I just make them in Hero Forge and just like use that image, right?
That's awesome.
It's great. It's such a cool character creator. All right, Liam.
Yeah.
You have no way
You thought
of competing
you
with
thought you
this.
had me by the
This is it.
balls with that feat until
I
I
do.
fucking
I do.
until I calculated it mid your like explanation of it. I went, oh, okay. I went, oh my God, that many tons at 30,000 meters per second? That's oh, okay. No, we're good. We're good. It was lower than I thought it would be. It was like 58 kilotons, by the way, was the but we'll talk about stuff. Okay, let's talk about Soldier's weapons. Okay, so obviously Soldier's main weapon is his trusty rocket launcher, which not only blows people apart, in the Meet the Soldier short, he was able to eradicate 3 mercs at the same time. I think it was like Scout, Spy, and Demo Man, maybe. Demo Man, they don't scale.
Yep.
No, TF2 Demo Man takes a big fat shit on fucking Red versus Blue Demo Man. We're gonna get to that later. Yeah, I mentioned the black. So he has a bunch of different rocket launchers. Obviously, he can shoot a rocket, blow people up. He also uses it as a mobility tool. Famously, he can do rocket jumps. He takes a little bit of damage when he does it, but it's just a little sliver of health. And it allows him to it launches him through the air. There's also a couple of rocket launchers that he has that do no damage to him when he rocket jumps, but I don't think they do any damage at all. So it's not really relevant here. So there's the black box, which I mentioned before. It weighs half a ton, and notably, it restores his health based on how much damage he does to his opponent. He's got the Beggar's Bazooka, which is the one that he built out of actual trash, and it's rapid fire. He can stuff like 3 of them into it at once, and it will fire. Buh, buh, buh. And then he has the Cow Mangler 5000. And the Cow Mangler 5000 is an energy weapon, so it has infinite ammo. Okay, when I was doing research for this, I completely missed this because somebody says it disables tech, and I was like, well, that's probably big, but that didn't say that anywhere. It says that it disables buildings, which in TF2, a building is like the sentries that the engineer can build. I didn't know. I thought it was. I was like, is there building destruction in TF2? Is that like an update recently? So yeah, it does disable technology. But most importantly, it causes quantum disentanglement and rips you apart at the subatomic level.
Cool.
What?
Yeah, like I looked this shit up. So it is part of, okay, so the community, this is the thing with TF2 is that the community has designed weapons and then Valve will go, oh, let's add that to the game.
Yeah.
And they make it official. So this was originally a fan created set of weapons, because I'm going to talk about a couple of them because they're all kind of relevant, that were then added officially to the game. So they are official. It's not like a random, mod it's official. But they specifically, they're these energy weapons. They're retro futuristic ray guns, that are described as wave, electromagnetic waves that destroy you at the subatomic level. One of the weapons is described as an indivisible particle smasher, as in it smashes particles that are indivisible, which are subatomic particles like gluons, right? Ones that are protons, ones that don't break down more than what they are, or it's what protons are made of. And it smashes those somehow. It literally describes them as disintegrating things at the subatomic level. And of course, the Cow Mangler 5000, it causes quantum disentanglement, which I don't believe is actually like a raw power thing, but it does. It's more of a physics, it's very complicated to explain, and I don't fully understand it, but it's not like a damage thing, but it does mean that it is consistent, that it is affecting things at the quantum level, right? At the level of electrons, which bypasses durability. Obviously, the Mjolnir armor is super tough, and it is worth mentioning that Soldier does not have armor of his own. I mean, he is just physically tough, right? But
he's got honey.
This literally vaporizes enemies at the subatomic level, completely destroying them. and the energy it would take to do that. So the calculation that I looked at was what energy would it take to destroy something at the subatomic level, and they used, because it can work on anything in the games. Which the biggest thing it works on is the robot version of the Heavy, because he's like entirely made of steel and he's gigantic. And the energy it would take to to destroy that gigantic hunk of steel at the subatomic level. That's what's really important, because this number is crazy, but it's at the subatomic level, is 163 megatons of TNT, 16 times greater than the 10 megatons, and almost at that like 500 times greater than the that orbital strike feat that you mentioned. I mean, you can also just say it bypasses durability, because effectively that is what it does.
Okay,
but that's
how do you
not
hit 'em
all.
first? It's a ray gun at the end of the day, right?
That's what I was gonna say. I really need to know how
Yes.
this thing is fired. Is this like a big charge shot, or like what? How does it work?
You can charge it up to do more damage. But yeah, it shoots a wave, an electromagnetic
Okay.
wave, which it is worth noting
Uh,
you can dodge in game, which would give him like relativistic to light speed reactions. Because he also dodges his rockets, but those aren't obviously light speed. But the wave stuff is.
Okay,
So
I think it would be
yeah.
safe to assume that to dissolve something on a subatomic level, it probably needs the full charge, right?
It does not. It
No,
does not need the full charge. No.
then why?
It just
Why even
disintegrates
charge?
characters regardless of whether or not it charged?
No, it does it needs to do like it needs to like do it does damage to you, but once it hits that damage threshold, then you are fully you immediately like disintegrate.
Okay.
Because
I mean-
it can't be like an insta kill in game, but it is that is scientifically what's doing. It's like destroying you at the subatomic level. So you can say
Sure.
like,
To be
oh,
fair,
spent a couple of times.
Halo has multiple weapons that also do like the same idea, right? They disintegrate. There's literally a
Right, but
gun
I
in Halo called the Disintegrator. So
I believe that
like, it's like
those
the same thing.
those do still like work on you. Like the Forerunner tech stuff does like actually still disintegrate. Like I believe in cutscenes it does disintegrate like with a single shot. Regardless, it would mean that the Mjolnir armor is not like immune to stuff like that.
Sure.
Um,
I agree.
Right.
But it also means that Sarge has the capability to dodge guns like this. So it seems like it kind of evens out to me.
Yeah,
But
also,
I'll have to look. I'll have to see if I can find more about this. But is there more?
Oh, there is more. Because
Okay.
obviously he has stuff like his secondary weapons, like the shotgun. He has a shotgun. He has different banners he can carry that give him like immunity to critical damage, as well as damage reduction in general, increasing his speed, giving him the ability to do like crits, stuff like that. He also has magic. He has like a variety of things, like a book of spells that lets him do magic, like fireballs. He can teleport. He can turn invisible. He can heal himself and allies. He can shrink himself down to make himself harder to hit. He can summon meteors from the sky and pelt to destroy you. And he can summon swarms of bats that will come and devour you. He also has, yeah. He also has a variety of canteens, most notably, well, one that like fully restores all of his ammunition, and one that gives him uber charge, which turns him invulnerable, like completely invulnerable for a certain amount of time. So yeah, the soldier has fucking insane equipment, and I
Okay.
think overall
Okay.
a lot more variety than Sarge.
yeah, we said it's super
right.
chat from Green Turn asking for you to bring up the magic stuff, so that's great. I do want to bring up a super chat earlier, which is that Lovehawk said, "Not sure how it would affect the battle, but Sarge did once deep fry a jumbo jet stuffed turducken style for a Thanksgiving short."
A lot of the PSAs were fucking stupid. They did some wild shit in those. I bet if you find the best feat in RVB, it's probably from one of those little like PSA snippets.
Probably from that. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be tough to beat the 10 megaton feat, but yeah, there's probably something crazy from one of the PSAs. So I do have something I want to bring up in regards to the incineration thing, but we have a lot of super chats. Chat, are there any you want to hit?
Oh, there are so many super chats. So first of all, I've had a couple. So thank you everybody who super chatted this. A couple people talking about the timing of the Avatar movie. I don't know if you saw it, Ben, but they just like
They just announced it is literally, so it was supposed to come out in November. So I was like, oh, that's gonna be well after our episode airs. So not gonna be a big deal. But now it comes out literally the day before Aang versus Traveler airs. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Probably good for our SEO though.
Yeah, probably, but also like we're obviously not gonna mention anything that happens in the movie in the episode. So, oh well, just keep that in mind.
Yep. So yeah, a few of those. Miss Decker saying this would be a fun matchup, and imagine the rest of the teams in the background just reacting to the chaos of the fight. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, this episode would be an absolute blast. There's a lot of love on the super chats for this being an actual episode. Overlord had the idea that they start as they're both attempting to steal the blue flag, and that would, even if they're both red, right.
That's fun. Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, more support for the episode. Chase is mentioning that he might be the first person to watch a death battle episode on the White House lawn. Yeah, that's right, because Chase is going out to the White House.
Enjoy your weird Guinness record, I guess, but
yeah, make sure someone grabs a photo of you watching the episode. Share it with us. Let's see. Oh, Lily Mandragon said, we'll talk about Boomstick's dad. Who's Wiz's dad? Or is that a clone or time travel situation? Once he said clone or time travel situation, I feel like we would create a time travel paradox where like Wiz is his own father, like similar to like Terminator or whatever. Or
I can put that in somewhere.
Mr. I'm my own grandpa. Yeah.
Right. Canonically,
and his own mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I just once Lily said time travel, that was the first thing that popped into my mind, and that seems so like a Wiz thing to do. And the Night Ghost wanted the fight to start. My soldier finally got in the milk and was on his way back to his kid, and then Sarge shot the milk out of Soldier's hand.
No, it's all Soldier's fault. Everything is Soldier's fault.
Yeah, and then there's some Zangief mentions for the bear wrestling and honey. Yeah. Anyway, there's more too, but we got to get back to it. But thank you all for the super chats. They've all been read. I work them in when I can.
Tucker himself is in chat with a super chat that says Sarge dodging the meteors with the warthog goes hard.
Yeah, do any of the other vehicles matter in this fight at all?
What other vehicles?
Like the Scorpion tank and stuff. Like Sarge has access to like a lot of vehicles, like all the Halo repertoire, anything on Blood
the only
Gulch,
thing
right?
He's probably going to bring in is the Warthog. The Blues get all the other vehicles generally. And the Warthog is like his baby, right?
Yeah.
That's his thing. He modifies it. He rebuilds it multiple times. He's programmed like auto drive stuff into it. Like that's his thing. So if he's going to have a vehicle, it's probably going to be the Warthog. Also, the tank is... Would you consider the tank like its own, because it's its own character, it has its own like pseudo AI? I forget if they have a different term for these. Where it's like its own character. Sheila or the other tanks are Phyllis. So I don't know if that would necessarily apply. But speaking of tanks, that does bring up that I double checked, and there is a weapon in Red versus Blue and Halo in general that is very similar to what you're talking about with Soldier, and it is the incineration cannon. And while I don't think Sarge himself has ever wielded it, Locus, who's one of the like deadliest characters in the whole series, did use it against the Reds and Blues when he was like trying to like kill them and take them out. And he uses it to destroy a tank. So like it's able to like disintegrate away a tank. And Sarge famously keeps surviving Locus. Like he's one of the only ones who never gets captured by Locus or defeated by Locus. He is able to avoid and dodge the shots from this gun that Locus keeps using against the Reds and Blues. All the Reds and Blues survive and don't actually get hit by the cannon. But like many of the Reds and Blues, including Washington, a trained freelancer, Washington actually survives. But including Tucker, who at this point had been being trained by a freelancer, gets captured and defeated by Locus and is then like grabbed and escaped. So there is precedent for Sarge being able to like dodge and avoid these kinds of hits.
The difference with the like incineration cannon, because I did look this up in Halo, is that it doesn't fire electromagnetic waves; it fires antimatter rounds. So, in terms of speed or dodging and avoiding, I don't think it would be the same thing. But sorry, that felt mean. But also, I'm debating you, so. Um, I mean, we have 5 minutes left. Can we jump into final arguments? I have like one big thing left I want to talk about.
What is the disintegration thing from Halo 2 then? I don't remember that weapon, but okay. I mean, either way, he's dodging. The point is, he frequently dodges like laser type weapons anyway. Like those have been in Halo since the beginning. So I feel like it's gonna be the same thing either way.
Okay. Soldier can't die.
Okay, go. Yeah, let's learn about that.
Soldier 5.
Yeah.
Sam. Yeah, you knew which one it was. So here he is confronting the wizard Marasmus. I'm going to kill you, soldier. You can't kill me. If you kill me now, I'll only come back stronger. What nonsense are you? Wait, last year. Soldier, did you eat my entire bottle of kill me, come back stronger pills? I thought it was your heart medicine. You're taking my heart medication? Look, Marasmus, if you're going to keep asking dumb questions, I'll go use my other bathroom that I made in the kitchen. And then confirmation. Very well. If I can't kill you, soldier, I will kill everyone you care about. How I like to see you try. So
I understand what you're saying, but he can be killed. He just will come back stronger.
That's correct. That's correct. That's a better way of saying it.
How long does it take for him to come back?
In any way that matters. I don't know, but he will come back even stronger. So much so that the wizard Marasmus in this conflict had accepted, I cannot kill you. I will not even bother trying to kill you because you will just come back stronger. So I think his confirmation there is worth is supporting evidence that it isn't like he'll come back in 1,000 years or something. No, he's going to come back like immediately.
Entire bottle of
and he didn't just take one pill. He didn't just take one pill. We don't know, granted, like the pill to respawn ratio. We don't know what that is. But he did take an entire bottle of them, as well as Marasmus's heart medication, and survived.
We would need to know the time frame of coming back to life.
Yeah, it depends.
I know.
I mean,
it depends how you would consider a death battle. This is ultimately up to everybody who's going to be voting in this, and I'm going to set up the poll. Like, technically, he can be killed. He just comes back. Does that count as him, like, not being able to lose a death battle, or does the first kill count as Sarge winning?
I mean, I assume it's
everybody's interpretation.
Almost like a narrative excuse for them respawning in game, right? Is that they have come back, kill,
right?
I guess, but they don't come back stronger in the game. They come back the same strength. But
I'll say this: when we talk about this sort of like when characters have this sort of ability in our show, it's if the fight is over. Is this because like with the Chosen Undead, we were talking about that. It's like, does the fight end? And we determine that the Chosen Undead can come back basically immediately. So the fight would not end. So I think, and you can disagree with this. This is ultimately up to you guys. But I think the fact that Marasmus agrees that he's not even going to try to bother killing Soldier means that it would not matter for the sake of their encounter. That's my interpretation, though. Also, he took fucking kill me, come back stronger pills. Holy fuck! Like what?
And a bunch of heart medicine.
And a bunch of heart medicine.
Yeah, but then maybe he died and came back like a week later. So I don't know if that necessarily would count.
I think he would have killed him then. Then he just would.
Also, how long do the kill me come back stronger pills stay in your system?
At least a year. We could infer.
Is it right? Is this a permanent change?
Yeah, at least a year.
Or is it like Advil and he's got about 6 hours? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, pills dissolve and whatnot, and they eventually they're not permanent things. So yeah,
they're processed.
I mean, why would you be taking regular kill me, come back stronger pills if they weren't limited in how long they last, right?
Right.
Like by this logic, you could just take one and then never take it again. So you wouldn't need like a bottle of them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if these are quite that potent.
But clearly it is enough time. It does last long enough that for the wizard, he didn't want to wait it out and instead was like, I'll kill everyone you've ever cared about. So
exactly.
Yeah, but how long was that between when he actually took the pills and he met this guy? Do you know?
This was a year.
Year. Yeah, it says
It
1
says
year.
like last
Okay.
year or last
So
year. At
maybe
some point
the
year.
entire bottle lasts a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Because
This
it was
is
a
what
flashback.
death metal does to our brains. It's like, well, hold on. The pills, it's a pill form, so
Yeah.
it'll probably run its course at some point. Now we're gonna need to determine.
I mean,
how
usually
long.
when I get prescription meds, it says like expires in a year or something like
Wait,
that.
does
Yeah,
this mean
right? Yeah.
all of the TF2 characters have don't die pills? Like,
No,
no,
Rasmus
because some
is,
of them
is
go
like
to
a
heaven
special
and stuff
case.
later.
Yeah,
Like
they don't
there's
have
stories
souls.
where they go. Yeah.
Medic removed
Okay,
all their
okay.
souls. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the poll is up. Go ahead and get your votes in. I feel like we can just skip straight to this. Chad, who are you thinking?
I'm thinking I want to do this episode because it's just wacky fun. Yeah. I think you did a good job and you brought up some really good stuff, Ben, but I'm kind of leaning Soldier here. I think he's got too much wacky to offset it a little bit.
Well, I think you're wrong, but okay.
Wrong answer. Damn. Sorry. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I think Liam's won me over. I think it's
really.
Yeah, I think it's Soldier.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
just because it's dumber, like, and that's crazy to say first RVB, but it's dumber.
Yeah.
He took a 10 megaton bomb to the face. I feel like you guys are forgetting this. He built a 10 megaton bomb and then it exploded in his face, and he was launched from the Arctic to a desert, a sandy desert, and then woke up and stood up totally fine. I feel like you guys are forgetting this.
No. I was really there with you, but the destroying someone at the subatomic level does seem. And
with a laser blaster, that Sarge could just dodge.
If he got hit by it.
Plenty of it.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
If he could get hit by it. Also, Ben Barco does say Marasmus does end up dying for good in the comics and becomes a ghost, so clearly the pills aren't permanent.
There we go. Okay. For
well,
the record,
he didn't take them.
I didn't really have time to bring this up, but there is a moment in one of the seasons where Lopez builds a massive holographic chamber in a matter of seconds, right? And
I have that image if you want.
Sarge, yeah, you can bring up that image. Sarge built Lopez, and he gave Lopez his own mechanical ability. So theoretically, Sarge could also do this. He just didn't want to because he's lazy. He built Lopez to do it. Sarge has this whole thing where he builds things to build things for him. So theoretically, Sarge could build a 10 megaton bomb in a matter of seconds. He just has to be off screen for a moment, and then throw that at Soldier. So like that's also an option that could come up. So anyway, we are at time, so we're gonna wrap things up here. But with that last bit of information, I'm ending the poll in 3.
Wow.
2.
He's counting down.
What? Fine. Okay. God damn it. Soldier wins with 61% of the vote.
This is a lot of fun.
Arkham, but can he build things during a fight? That's what I mean. Like he can build it instantly. So what happens in the episode? What happens in the episode is Sarge comes up with this idea. He's like, Lopez, get over here. And Lopez is on another planet, by the way. And then he calls up Lopez. He's like, Lopez, get over here. And then the camera zooms out and Lopez is right next to him. He's like, I need you to build this holographic chamber. And Lopez is like, okay, got it, boss. And he walks off screen. And then Griff says, how's he going to build that? We don't have anything. And then Lopez walks back on screen and goes, done. That's what happens. And then they go into it and it's fucking massive. So all he has to do is go off screen for a second and come back and we'll have a 10 megaton bomb. That's basically what I'm arguing is possible.
Literally half of these feats. I found the fought in a million battles thing. I found the I found the electromagnetic waves thing. I found the quantum disentanglement thing. I found the 163 megaton thing literally in the last like 5 minutes before this cast started. Oh, and the pills. I found the pills in the last 5 minutes. I would not have won had I not
done your own research.
Last 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big admission from Liam.
So do we bring Lopez in fight? I mean, theoretically, he could also build Lopez off screen in a couple seconds. Like if Lopez really does have his building ability.
Okay.
If his building ability is based off of Sarge's, like that's something we obviously for an actual episode we would have to like look into. if it could really actually scale that way. But
Yeah.
theoretically, it's possible. All right. Well, you know what? Fine. We'll say Soldier wins for now, but maybe this is worth doing an actual episode on.
I think so.
I'm sure Matt would voice. I'm sure Matt would voice for it too. That'd be.
I'm gonna get my cat. Hang on.
And then we can actually like really dive into this because yeah, Simple Spud mentions can't believe Ben didn't bring up Lopez surviving the Big Bang. I didn't think about the fact that like he could just build Lopez in like a second. So like there is a possibility that like all of that does come into play. So there's a lot more that we could explore with this matchup in a full episode. And yeah, it could be freaking wild. All right. Well, yeah, let us know down below. Bringing in the cat.
The way that cat came in the frame.
The cat coming in the frame. Like a little.
Okay, guy. He was fucking bitching. I was like, "What do you want?" Hi. It's because mom left.
All right.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for another Death Metal cast. Stick around. We will jump over to Champion Cast in just a minute. If you are a member of the channel, you will be automatically moved over. Who knows what the hell we're going to talk about in that. We'll see. But this is super fun. Let us know in the comments below if you want to see this as an actual episode, or if there are any other Red versus Blue or Team Fortress 2 characters you would like to see in a death battle. Would be definitely interested in seeing your thoughts on that. Thank you so much for joining us for another cast. We might see you tomorrow for Ballot Banter. So stick around for that.
Hey.